pros of a French drain is if you have in your property or your yard on the outside is experiencing if there's some low points and you have collection areas where water, when it rains, water likes to collect and pool in certain areas and lower areas, and there's nowhere for that water to run off. You can install an exterior French drain and run it out to daylight or out to proper flow. You got to play with the lay of the land, the way that how you don't want to run a French drain against negative grade. You always want to run it towards the low point of a yard or a property. The cons of installing a French drain is that a French drain is meant to collect surface water. So if we get these big rains, it can bypass and not function properly, and you can still tend to sometimes see pooling water, or if somebody wanted to try to put a French drain along the side of their house because they were getting water into their basement, and they invested a lot of money to put a French drain in, and when we get these big rains, the French drain can collect that surface water, but if it's too much, it can come back and still make its way into the basement, and now you're going to want to essentially put a drain tile system into your basement. So doing your due diligence, making sure you're getting your right evaluations, whether that's through a landscaper doing French drain type of work or us, or making depends on the issue. But those French drains can tend to, you spend a lot of money on them and they don't always work the right way. Olson Foundation doesn't do a lot of French drains. When it comes to a big scale, like you got a big backyard and you have a ravine running through it, and there's a sitting stagnant water, and you try to bring in dirt to help fix the grade or to help with sloping to help keep the water maintained. If you have a flat backyard, and usually we'll say get a landscaper involved. It just depends. If someone wants to run a French drain alongside of a house because they're getting water in their basement, I'm going to want to sell them the drain tile system on the inside of the basement, because I've seen where people have invested a lot of money into putting a French drain into the side of their house to try to collect that water and run it out the yard. Well, we get the big rains and it bypasses that system, and water still continues to come into the basement, which that might have been, you probably maybe could have done that in the first place, install the interior drain tile system and not the French drain, so you're not having double work, because the interior system we can warranty and we can assure that you won't get water into your basement again.